Hi, I'm back. So, like I said, this is a two-parter. So, the second part is because actually, this series fits another prompt in the PopSugar Reading Challenge, and that is why I took out that prompt from the drawing thing because that prompt I want to use. For the second book in this series I want to use for that prompt. So if I drew that first, then obviously that would have been bad. So the prompt is number 14. So prompt number 14 is a book set in Michigan or written by an author from Michigan. So us non-Americans were a bit confused by this prompt, why Michigan? And it actually turns out that Michigan is the 26th state. Okay. I read someone comment that we were asking for less U.S. specific prompts, but because this is an international challenge, so there should be more international prompts, I think. Anyway, so the next part's title is Murder is a Piece of Cake. And this is actually shorter than the previous book, so that should be a lot of fun. Maybe it's even more fast-paced than the previous book. And let's see the synopsis for it. With a small town in... Oh, I said Buffalo. It's Bison. With a small town, New Bison Spring Festival just around the corner, the pressure is on Maddy to continue her late great aunt Octavia's legacy. And that means scoring the top prize and transforming baby cakes into, that's the name of the bakery, into Southwest Michigan's must-visit bakery, even though her inexperience in the kitchen brings nightmares of humiliating tag photos and scanting reviews. There's another reason for Lost Beauty sleep. A second bakery is opening in town under the ownership of C.J. Davenport, a shrewd investor with a reputation for sabotaging anyone who gets in his way, and savvy, flashy Maddy tops his list. It's a sticky spot to be in, more so when Davenport turns up dead with a baby cake's knife stuck in his back. Again, why is everyone using baby cake's knife to kill people? Like, stop doing that. Maddy's whole life just went from #thriving to barely surviving. Now supported by the crafty Baker Street irregulars, that's her great aunt's friend group, and her new boyfriend, who's like cutie, she must find the courage to face off against the killer who could very well get her name trending for the first and last time. So yeah, that's the book, and I really like the previous one, so I'm continuing with this series, and let's see how I like this one. Let's see if the series keeps up its momentum. So wait for my review of this. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hi guys! So this is a review of Murder is a Piece of Cake by Valerie Burns, and I read this as part of the 2026 PopSugar Reading Challenge, and this was for prompt number 14, which is a book set in Michigan or an author from Michigan. This one is set in Michigan, so I'm good. And it's set in a fictional town called New Bison, and there's actually one that's called New Buffalo, so I'm guessing that's the inspiration behind New Bison. It does look similar. And so this is the second book in the Baker Street Mysteries. And I really enjoyed the first one, so I thought I'd read the second one, and it actually fit the prompt, so I was stellar. So what is this book about? This book is about Maggie, who is still running the bakery she inherited, still has the English Mastiff, and is actually learning to bake. And I really was very happy to see how she was growing as a businesswoman, as an English Mastiff owner, and also as a baker. So that was very good to see. And she finds well, does she find, well, anyway, there's another guy murdered in her kitchen, because why not? With her knife, because why not? And even if you don't read the synopsis, the person who gets killed is kind of obvious because he's like the really bad dude. But yeah, there are motives through the roof. Basically, anyone had a motive to kill him. And it's very interesting because we get to know more about the people who live in this town, their backstories, and how they got to this town. So that was very interesting. And I really like this cast of characters, and that was good to see. And also, the whole English Mastiff thing also plays a role in the story. And it's also very good to see a dog that's not just a prop. And also, Baby is kind of in the blues, so oh, he's so cute. Anyway, so the mystery gets solved. Though I have my questions about that. So this series has 4 books. For now, I'm not going to continue with it because I want to churn out some other stuff, like my monthly read, my monthly Agatha Christie. So I want to get these out of the way, and also some PopSugar books. But I will continue with this series because there's obviously a big villain out there somewhere, and we have to find out who it is. So I really recommend this series. It's a lot of fun, and there are a couple of recipes at the end, American measurements. So I have to be converting those because I don't use cups. I use grams and liters and that sort of stuff. But yeah, I haven't baked in a long time. So yeah, that I would highly recommend this series, and I think if you start it, you'll want to like go through the whole 4-book series in one go because of the main mystery. So that's it. I gave it 4 stars. I gave it 4 because there were some little things about the mystery that yeah, it could have been a bit more complex, I think. Then it would have been a 5-star if the mystery would have been more complex. So, but yeah, 4 stars is pretty good. It means that I had fun. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for my next read. Bye.